For 25. A very good evening, everyone. It is a chilly Friday evening. It's the 12th of December 2025. Welcome to Paul Games Bar in MBARARA. There is a regional qualifying championship, a regional qualifying competition, a regional qualifying tournament for Uganda's biggest pool championship, in which the winner will be getting a car next weekend, which will be the 21st of December 2025 on a Sunday. There have been more than 100 players, actually way more, maybe a few hundred players that have been qualifying through the city of MBARARA, Western Uganda's capital, where we are. It were 8, we call them mini qualifying venues, that each poured 4 players into this regional qualifying center, as it is called, and from the regional qualifying center 3 players make it into the grand finale to make the list of part of 128 that fight out for the car at the grand final event that shall be held once again on Sunday 21st of December. That is next Sunday. Call it Sunday next week. This match is between 2 of the darling players at the venue. They've already made it into the quarterfinals. This one is only to determine who qualifies into first and who qualifies in second position, who is the regional champion. Also bragging rights to be fought for, because this tournament actually becomes the official determinant of who the best player in the area is, because it's normally played around between or amongst the locals only. This guy playing right now is called Amon Kananura. People call him just Moima. He's taking on Modern Clever. We call him Modern Pro. They are racing to 5 and 2 frames have been played, shared equally between the 2 players, with scores tied at 1-1, though with Amon on the verge of seemingly winning a second frame out of 3. You can see how decent he can mean to be. Of course, also favored by a very friendly table. Amon 2 and Raba 1. Now, after this, tomorrow, that will be the 13th of December, there's a ladies qualifying tournament. There are about 8 ladies, 3 of whom will be making the grand final in the ladies category. There is a car to be won by the ladies as well. The qualifying format for the ladies is a little bit more straight, because they qualify direct. If there's no double qualification, they qualify direct. It's one qualifying round, and the 3 of the 8 will be qualifying. I can see Rose Namagero at the venue, Angela Businje. I also hear that Victoria Namayanja is on the way. So those are 3 national team players, all of them trying to qualify from the same place in the ladies category. That one will be coming your way tomorrow. And then also tomorrow there is another tournament, independent now of the National Open. It is going to be 64 players playing out in the MBARARA Open, the tournament that has Kenneth Odong as defending champion. We'll be starting tomorrow, and people will be shooting out for the course of the next 3 days. And they have already started arriving, some from Kampala, some from neighboring districts, of course, some from some of the locals, including these 2, and perhaps all the players that have been participating in this competition today. I can see Joseph Kasozi at the venue, Yuda Sembusi Dembaba is around. I can see Jonathan Twali, I can see Yahya Mpindi, I can see Caesar Chandiga, I can see Ian Kazibwe, I can see Ibrahim Kayanja, and more are still coming. Also, the favorite players from MBARARA. That one will have cash prizes for the top 8. It is closed It's about $900 for number 1 and cash prizes for the top 8, but they'll be shooting out with the final, most likely to be played on Monday. But all those players will be having 2 lives, 64 of them, racing to 5 come tomorrow afternoon. Thank you for watching Lucky Louis. As we watch now, the guy that we called ex-Raba material, he's a very fond player on his socials, by the way. At one time I misnamed him as Modern. Modern is a different player. This one is called Clever Muine, but as a nickname he's called ex-Raba material. He's a musician as well, he's a rapper, he's an MC, he's a master of ceremonies, and he's also a social media geek, a very famous one in the city of MBARARA. You may need to pay dearly to have him MC your event. Amon is more into semi-professional pool. He participates in each and every company. Without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best players in the region and the slight favorites to win this competition. These 2 players have already stepped foot into the grand finale that will be happening Sunday next week.
But now what I can do, I need to get like a team of guys. Then we get one area here. Then now we need guys. Share with
It is now 2 frames to 2.
Okay, he cannot beat those simple, but he can beat the big. You know that way yes, those are the yes. And those are two like
By the way, there are guys who want to play out an 8-man comp after this. And there could be some action after this, in case you see a notification after this live stream. An 8-man comp, a top 8-man comp, a curtain raising comp for the big event that is happening tomorrow. Once again, tomorrow you'll be watching another qualifying event like this one, but in the ladies category. These players are playing out for a brand new car. Maybe I'm misusing the word brand new car. Okay, brand new by Ugandan standards. There are 2 cars. I'm made to understand. For the ladies, it should be a Raum Toyota. Then for the men, it could be a Mark X. Felix. In the same competition, there is a third place match between the two players that lost the semi-finals. That is Kingo. I streamed that match here. He lost to Amon. Then Felix Tinomujuni. Felix leads by 4 frames to 2, racing to 5. Lucky Lewis, yes. You seem to say that there is no brand new car in NILE, yes. But on Ugandan standards, we say brand new. It's just actually that about 95% of the cars that are used on Ugandan roads are not bought new, but in good condition. The defending champion, men's category Bwanika Mansur, ladies category Sheila Anka. Grand finale will be happening next Sunday. As a venue, some of you are asking in the comment section where we are. It is Paul Games Bar in MBARARA. Once again, it is Paul Games Bar, just in case you are in and around the city of MBARARA. Tomorrow, all the way up to Monday, it's going to be all guns blazing. It will even be more entertaining because of the quality of the tables, which I will not call very good quality, but especially this table, it can really pot balls. Okay, the players can really pot balls with ease. He's on the verge of taking the lead for the first time in the match. Raba, a very jolly guy. Every time I come to this place, he's always happy. He is like a guy who doesn't have problems whatsoever. Always happy, always smiling, always having a vibe, always singing around the place. But he can also mean to be a very decent ball player, and he's showing exactly that. And he's in the final. He's normally one guy who likes to promote these guys, other players, using his socials. Now he wants to take them down himself, win the regional qualifying event. He wants to put yellow to the center pocket left and then black corner pocket bottom right. That will be him leading for the first time in the game. Seems to be playing with a little bit more power, because he was so keen on putting and maintaining the cue ball. He played off target, and here comes Amon to utilize. Instead, him putting black to the center pocket right for him to regain the lead. That is what I call a very small difference between victory and defeat in pool. Amon 3 and Raba 2. Given how Amon is playing, not just in this final, but in the competition overall, you can say that he is ready. He's not a big name player in the grand finale, even though he's playing. However, he can cause problems to anybody. Looks as though he can miss a ball against anybody. It is now Raba again with the task of equalizing again in the final. And there he is. For him, it's the very first time that he has qualified for this competition. And there are qualifying events that are happening in more than 10 places in the country this weekend, starting today, Friday, then Saturday. In the ladies and the men's category, there will be a ladies qualifying event in the city of Entebbe. There is a men's qualifying event happening in Casablanca in Wandegea. That one has seen one of the biggest surprises since the start of the competition. Legendary player, one of the guys I call the king of the red carpet, two-time champion of the car itself in 2014 as well as 2017, Fahad Sewankambo, has been exited in the second round by Ashraf Misambwa. Here comes Raba now. How good will the cue ball be? Slightly inaccurate. Wants to make a very sharp cut of the red to the center pocket left. Cue ball isn't safe, but the ball is in. And the movement of the cue ball manipulated even better. And Amon concedes the frame 3-3 in the final. Race to 5, now race to 2.
Yeah, things happen. This one. Yeah. The same one. I think he won because you see he's leading and the video is about to win. Solo this is out.
And what stage was it?
This is like I think it was quarterfinals. And Dangote must be still playing. You know Akoyo?
Oh, friend.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
He's my friend for so many years. I'm looking out for their name. Akoyo. Dangote 4 and Dangote 1. I think he returned to the country. He was abroad. days. I once played in the same team with him.
Perfect.
Brave Pro! I'm proud of you, MBARARA. Vamos a ganar un boca. La nigga sees, man. Fine, bro. Where's Gay? You come with him. Hey. Better. Come with him.
It is now official that the last frame of this qualifying event shall be the decisive frame in the final 4-4 between Raba and Amon racing to 5. There's some money to win, of course, for the winner, which is twice as much as the money for the losing finalist. Both of them qualify. The important thing is to qualify, but there are bragging rights at stake and pride. Though nonetheless, the important thing is just to qualify. The only player who has won the competition after qualifying from Western region, I think, was the 2018 champion Bwanika Mansur, who qualified from further west in the town of Ntungamo, winning the grand finale after defeating Simon Nobolwa in the final. Oops, Amos Ndiagumanawe 2015, even further west, qualifying from the city of Kabale and winning the comp after taking down Alfred Gumekiza in the final. Other players to have won this same competition are Bob Minani. He's nowadays way into his 60s, a former coach and chairman of the police station of Uganda, former Ugandan champion as well. Fred Namanya for Bob Minani, that was 2001. There was an absence for 9 years in the competition. Then 2009, won by Fred Namanya. 2010, won by Jonah Turije. 2011, won by Mtwali Halifane, Tanzanian. 2012, won by Alfred Gumikiza. 2013, won by Turije Jonah. 2014, won by Fahad Sewankabo. 2015, Amos Ndiagumana. 2016, Sulamatov. 2017, it was won by Fahad Sewankabo, winning it for the second time. 2018, won by Wanika Mansour. There was absence of the competition for the next 4 years because of COVID and the administrative related reasons within the Pole Association of Uganda. 2023, it returned, won by Caesar when he took down Hazard in the final, with Rukia Naiga defeating Rashida Motes in the ladies final to take the crown from the then former national champion in the ladies category, Rita Nimusima. Then the defending champion who won it in 2024 was in the ladies category, Anka Sheila, and in the men's category, Bwanika Mansour, who made himself the third player after Joker and Mansour to win the competition more than once. Joker has already qualified. Mansour is in as defending champion. The other two-time champion is Fahad Sewankambo, who has been exited from the regional qualifying event today at Casablanca in Kampala by Ashraf Nisambwa. This is Amon trying to make it into the grand finale for a second time in succession. He qualified from the same place last year. He's a darling player in the region. He normally puts in the good performances when players from Kampala take on players from the Western region when competitions are held in Kampala. In a competition that was held as well in MBARARA earlier this year at Kisiba and Restaurant, won by Ian, Amon was the best performing local player in courts, reaching in the round of last 8, losing out to the eventual first runner-up Hazard Lukoma, but in his one life, he defeated the champion Ian Kazibe. How good will the cue ball be? He needs the cue ball all the distance leftwards, could play it into the yellow. There he plays it into the yellow, but lacked just 1 more centimeter of movement. You get a feeling the cut is so difficult. You may want to play 1 more defensive shot, hide the cue ball behind the yellow. And there he goes. Guys, please like the video. Like we are 130 for watching. With only 15 having liked, please like the video. Just for YouTube to recommend it to other users of the application like yourself. Now this is Raba wanting to find the red off the right cushion. Whether he finds it or not, you think it could be a losing effort anyway, unless he finds it and pots it. He finds the red somehow, but it is nothing short of worrying. And the only point which is a positive for Raba is that in natural movement, if cue ball is played with slow power, it could move towards the bottom end of the table, yet he doesn't move it, he doesn't need it that side, Amon. That's why he may need the cue ball to bounce off the cushion back and forth. The final is done. Amon is champion, celebrating already, even before he puts black for the last time in the match. They are after 32 matches played, with 29 having been eliminated. The champion of the MBARARA City NILE Special National Open Championship qualifying event is Amon Moima. He qualifies for the grand finale alongside ex-Raba material. We call him Mwene Clever and Felix Chino Mujuni. I wish you a very good rest of the evening. May the Almighty God bless you.